Hi, I'm Allison, and this is another episode of Leading Edge Dog Show Tips. So, today I'm going to talk to you about traveling with your dog, and more specifically about airline travel with your dog. So, whether you have a show dog or just a family pet and you're trying to fly with your dog, this episode is going to be awesome for you. So, first of all, living in Canada, my airline of choice is WestJet. So I love WestJet. Their policy is I can book my ticket online. I can call them within 24 hours of booking and book my pets either in cabin with me or in a kennel. And if they cannot accommodate my pet, they will change my ticket with no change fee within those 24 hours. Yes, if there's a difference in fare, I pay that, but they will find a flight that my dog can get on and they will accommodate me with no change fee to that ticket. The other thing I like about WestJet is as soon as your dog is booked, you pay right then over the phone with your credit card and they send you an email so your dog is confirmed on that flight. Now, flying within the US or internationally, you have to deal with some other airlines flying dogs, and some of them, United, Delta, they have things called pet safe programs, and you can book your dog. Again, you book your ticket, then you call their number. But some of their services are first come, first serve at the airport. So that can make things a little bit more difficult. I also have two travel agents, one in Canada and one in the US, that both specialize in booking people with their pets or their show dogs for travel all over the world. So visit us at our Leading Edge Dog Show Academy page on Facebook, and I can give you that information for those travel agents. So those are some of the ways that you can book your travel with your dog. The further you book in advance, most airlines and most aircraft only take a limited number of pets per flight. So the earlier you book, the better off you are. Also, you need to arrive a minimum of 2 hours before your flight leaves because you have to check in and then your dog's crate has to go through special screening services and then you have to get yourself through airport security. So don't rush because they will definitely deny you if you're not there early enough with your pet. So now let's talk about the shipping container or the kennel that your dog needs to be in to fly on an aircraft. So let's talk a little bit about the kennel that is going to be required if you are flying with your pet. So whether your dog is flying cargo or flying with you as excess baggage, you already have it booked and you need to get your pet to the airport and you need to have the kennel approved by the airline. So first of all, they are not going to accept a wire crate. They are not going to accept a wooden crate domestically within North America. You're going to have a hard-sided plastic crate that has a non-porous floor and a gate. So they also need to have, the wire along the side. So most kennels that you're going to find, this is an older style Very kennel, you're going to find these basically Walmart, PetSmart, everywhere carries airline approved kennels. They look more or less like this. So you want to make sure that the crate is fastened with the metal bolts that come with it. I have been denied at airports because I had zip ties on my kennel where some of the screws were missing. Totally denied. They wanted a metal screw in each and every hole that secured the crate. So the other thing they want is an absorbent layer. So I use a crate mat. I don't like to use like a looser blanket because if the dog is spinning in their crate because they're nervous while they're traveling, then they can get that tangled up in their legs and it can be very uncomfortable for them. Most airlines want you to have a food dish and a water dish that are secured to the kennel so that if in flight your dog needs food or water, it can be added. So you can use buckets that simply secure like that. You can use the plastic cups that come with some of these Very kennels, as long as there is a dish for food and a dish for water. I like to have a name tag that clearly shows the name of my dog, and I like to have it not on the top because a lot of times anything on top of the kennel gets covered up by waybills and by bad bag tags, etc. About half the airlines that I fly like you to have one meal in a Ziploc bag that can be attached, so taped to the top of your dog's kennel. And that's in case, your flight gets delayed somewhere or the dog hopefully does not get misdirected, but if it does, that they do have food to give to your dogs. So the part about this is some airlines won't let you fly with food at all, and some require it. So I always just take, a little Ziploc bag with some food and make sure that I don't attach it to the crate. I do that at the airport. It depends on whether the airline requires it or not. So to recap, you need to have an airline approved kennel. So it's a rigid plastic kennel. The gate locks. You need to have 2 dishes, one for food, one for water, and absorbent material in the bottom of the crate. I like to have a crate pad for my dog. I like to have 1 meal of dog food in a Ziploc bag. And my last consideration, especially for you people that, you don't show your dogs aren't in crates a lot, is please get your dog used to being in the kennel before you fly. People will see me at the airport. They'll say, oh, your dogs are so used to being in the kennel, they're not scared at the airport. Do you tranquilize them? Which, no, I don't tranquilize my dogs, but my dogs are used to being in a kennel. So if you're somebody that's just taking your family pet on vacation, get your dog used to the kennel at home. Feed him in their kennel. Give them some treats in their kennel. Don't use it just as a punishment, because then your dog is used to it. And if your dog is more relaxed in its kennel and thinks of their kennel as a safe place to be, then when they're on the airplane, they're going to consider it safe then too. So I really hope this helped with your holiday preparations or any travel plans you have for you and your pet. Please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Leading Edge Dog Show Academy, and please visit us on the web at leadingedgedogshow.academy.com. Thank you, and we're going to see you next week.